What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James Coleman, and this is Big Games B.S., part of Den Media Group, presented by the MFTK Foundation. MFTKFoundation.com is where you go to for all the different things that go on with the MFTK Foundation as we push into the community. Last weekend of James Coleman's Community Give Back Weekend coming up here at Jacksonville, Florida, at Long Branch Elementary School. We will talk about that here shortly. Football is back. College football keeps changing. NFL injuries are piling up, and we got BS to address. But first, let's get into what we're going to talk about. Let's get into the way we start our show each and every week with a word of prayer.
You already know what time it is, dog. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God. God is great. All the time. All the time. Nobody wanna thank you, God. Thank you, God.
Hold on, before we get started, Bert, you got to let me know what you mean. You need to understand the intro background. I don't know. Put the intro back up. I don't know what. I don't even be paying attention to it. I thought it was just said something with sports then or something. It looked like something, but I don't know, Bert. Just you got to explain that to me a little bit more. But let's go into teasing what we're talking about with the show. Jaden is not here today, but obviously, we're gonna go MFTK annual community give back. We got Canes having a massive recruiting offseason. FSU that kicks into our FSU / NCAA news with a lot of different things going on in college football. Jags and NFL news, our BS or busting topic, and our OG Wildin segment. So we're gonna lead off with the MFTK annual community give back. So this is James Coleman Give Back Weekend. We've done Orlando. You've seen the videos of it. We've done Tallahassee, where we had a successful football camp and backpack distribution at Bond Elementary School. And we were not able to get the we didn't even talk about the crash, did we? Griselda's right now. Griselda's down. She's, hopefully I'll find out some information about how to get her fixed, but we weren't able to have the the football camp this past weekend, but we will be able to have the backpack giveaway at Long Branch Elementary School. I actually got 200 book bags coming in today. Then I have another 500 coming in later in the week, and some other different things. Just the outreach that people don't really understand about the community give back and different things of that nature. I don't know, Miles, if you can go find if you go on my social media or something like that, we can find some of the pictures, like especially of the bond stuff, like to talk about it. But so one of the things that I partnered with this year that I didn't promote as much as I would normally do, it's gonna be forever looking at it on that way. I guess if you go to the media, but luckily ain't no porn on my media. So you can actually click on, probably grab that one. Oh no, that's the rec. I didn't want to show that, but that's Griselda. I was talking about the one with the food, with the coach. Like Wolfson says, like the black guy with the bald head. That's Dibby to the right. Yep, right there. That's one thing that we've done. But there's so many things that when we share about what we do that give us opportunities to be able to do more. So this was a former client of mine. Her husband works at Cisco, and there's groups like that, Blessings in a Backpack. And this is no knock on them, but people will give Blessings in a Backpack a shit ton of money, and they'll give them a lot of opportunity for them not to be able to actually only do a little bit. Like I moved. Imagine if I had time and the capacity. It had time and the ability, the battery behind me to get like 240,000 snack packs. So they gave me 24,000 to move in less than a couple. They just threw it on me in less than a couple weeks. I mean, less than a couple. Couple of days. We spread it out over about 15 different organizations and schools. Sandalwood High School, Ed White High School, St. Augustine High School. There's a training facility that serves at-risk young men and women, actually in the same building that I used to own. Orange Park, Oakleaf, Sandalwood held a lot of. That's Jaron Neesmith, who's the new coach at Riverside High School. A lot of different schools were able to do this and partner up and get some young men fed because, this is, and pretty good snack packs. But because I share and I talk about it, I get other opportunities. And this is why people be like, be anonymous. No, fuck that. Like, be overly braggadocious about your giving. Like, don't try to belittle the people that you're giving to, but like the only way you'll be able to give more is if people know that you're actually doing something. And on top of that, you might motivate other people to mimic it. You know how many book bag drives I've seen start just off of the strength of me doing one? Like, it's a lot of people are doing them. So like, and kudos to those people. Continue to do one. But my partner and my brother Terrence Freeman did a big one down at the Prime Osborne Center here in Jacksonville. Clear book bags, all these different things. And his assistant, Miss Jerry, who's also running for city council this year, beautiful lady. Beautiful old lady. I love her. Just a great reminder, like a grandma energy, even though she probably not my grandma age, but like a little older than my mom, right? Gets on my goddamn nerves though. When it comes every year, she be trying to shortchange me on the clear book bags. And I'm like, Miss Jerry, we go through this shit every fucking year. This year I cussed out. She didn't want to give me the bags that I needed, and I needed them shits to make a swap so I could get Orlando done. And I was like, if you don't give me what I need, I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna show my ass. And you know what I got? I got my 500 backpacks. But I promised Miss Jerry some snack packs, just to aid in her book bag drive that she did. And I got to call Miss Jerry to see how her backpack drive went. Somebody stole 100 book bags from Miss Jerry, and I thought that was some bullshit. They're free. Exactly. Like why would you? But like, you got to start the events. Like if you're promising people 500 and you come with 400, that don't look good on you, right? So Miss Jerry's coming to pick up the snack packs because we ran out, but I had some at the house, and she's just talking about the different things and the struggles. And I have a client who worked at Amazon, and Amazon does these different things and some great things for the community, as well as Target. Like, these boycott them. Don't spend your money there, but we can still use them. Amazon gave me 100 book bags, and I was going to use them for mine to add to my book bag drive because we didn't have as much funding this year as we normally have. We're still like $2,000 short of the goal. I said, Miss Jerry, and Miss Jerry was just stressing. And I'm like, you know what, Miss Jerry, you can't. I wasn't able to come through like I wanted to for these snack packs because the need was met. You can have I'll give you these 100 backpacks. It's the impact. It's when you see other people doing stuff and when you do. And that's what I want to build with this. This is what we want to build here. We want to talk our shit. We want to pop off. We want to learn about sports. But at the same time, we want to be able to give back. But Long Branch Elementary School from I believe 9 to 12. Excuse me, no. We're gonna be done by that bitch by 12. No, it might be. Yeah, 9 a.m. is when the volunteers start. To 12 until supplies go away. And if you want to be a partner, if you want to still be able to donate some book bags, go to mftkfoundation.com/donate, or you can always go to MFTK money sign 36 and do all those different things. Going on to the next thing that the foundation is actively getting into is we got our 13U park ball. Hey, that practice on Thursday, we got our schedule, we got action. I will make sure you guys know when we play in your hometown. But we play in Orlando this Saturday. I have no idea what time, but I know me and Trey are hopping on the car right after we get done with the book bag drive. We are beelining it to Orlando, Florida to play somebody in our jamboree. Then August 15th, we play Trey Man United, which is a really, really good game. That's one that I'm afraid of right now. Because we're still trying to put our pieces together, so I don't know how good we're gonna be or not. But I know more after today's practice. Then we play the hometown Duval Jags at home. We have a bye week, so that might mean we may end up getting a little teaser tailgate because I don't have shit to do on the 29th now. I didn't realize that. I just got the schedule. We have the Bay Area Jaguars and that's in Tampa on September 5th, Labor Day weekend. So we will be having our Doug Boys tailgate for the SMU game, but we'll be in Tampa, and then Progress Village is also in Tampa, and then we end the year on that day, October 17th. If you're an FSU fan or if you're a Miami fan, you should know what October 17th is. Hopefully that game will be on prime time so that you will be able to come and witness another Miami versus Florida State showdown on the road. Devin Hester's West Orlando Jags, a.k.a. Anytime Jags, with two Jacksonville kids that I happen to know. That hurts me. I'm going to have to play against those guys. Go up against the MFTK Stingrays, and so in a little Miami Florida State showdown, me against Devin Hester. Devin's good people, so but yeah, so that's kind of what we got going on right now. Definitely need funds for that, or we need kids. I had somebody in Tallahassee that I thought, like, here's what's the craziest part is going to happen, right? There's a couple people that I reached out to that I know got jits, right, in Tallahassee that can help me out right now. Or they got access to kids, and they're like, nah, we don't want to do it. All right. They're going to go to high school, and you know what's going to happen when they get to high school? 3-6. Can you help can you help my son? Can you help my grandson? Can you help my nephew? Can you help me get on board? Help us get to college? And I'm going to be like, remember when I needed you. You weren't there. I'm going to say it just like Lauryn Hill and X Factor. Where were you when I needed you? Like, we can put the kid on the map now. 13U is kind of like, right now, the way football is going, it's a lot of hype beasts, and this is where it's going to go. But like, hopefully we'll be streaming those games so that you guys can come and support the young men on a Saturday, just having fun, giving back. I'm not winning no trophies or anything for this, but like, they can win, but I want to develop some good young men. But yeah. Also, my bad. I meant to tell you, but I'm talking to Senator Angie Nix. Well, not Senator. I'm calling it out. She's gonna win. But she's running for office. I'll probably be getting a chance to interview Angie Nixon here in the next week, or so. I'm just trying to make sure everybody knows. So on that note, let's go into the next thing. Going into college, talking about recruiting and needing help. This kid don't need good dope sells itself. This kid needs absolutely no help, and this team is getting all of this shit, and it's bothering me. I hate it. You got it? Oh man. Let's put the crispy treat in my mouth. 5-star Mir Sears, #1 prospect and rivals for 2028. I think he was the #1 prospect. But he reclassified to 2027 and is committed to the University of Miami. the rich, the rich keep getting richer. Amir Sears, aka A1, plays is an athlete, but he plays cornerback primarily from down south. I think he's at Columbus High School. He was at Boca, but he changed schools. Man, just going to Miami. From there, Miami doing a good job right now. Again, they put that little, what they said, they used to call it the build the wall. They've got a tremendous amount of guys. If you could pull up their 2027 class while we're watching this, Miles. If you just look at the classes that they're building and then the momentum and the rumors that they have, Miami's doing an incredible job when it comes to recruiting. They're also heavily recruiting a kid that I know that's part of the MFTK Foundation, and that hurts. I really don't want him to go. I was in a spaces and somebody was talking about they were talking about like that they didn't know they were talking about me. And they were like, that they're gonna be like Jamie French, like that dude James gonna try to keep him from going to Miami. And I'm just laughing. I'm like, you goddamn right. But Amir is doing very, very well. It does address a need. Like, you just keep acquiring top talent. Now, one of the things about acquiring top talent is you have to be able to put them on. And there's a lot of personalities in this 2027 class, like dominant alphas, guys that all kind of know each other. That'll be interesting to see how they do. And that momentum, good wants to play with good. Talent wants to be around talent. So they're going to continue to bring each other in. And it's like Miami's got to have like the number one recruiting class at this point. But they're going to still get some more stuff there. The kids that were there was a top left tackle prospect in 2027 from Detroit who was actually at A1's commitment ceremony. Like, it's what Miami is doing is, I don't want to say monumental, but it's very, very good in terms of getting momentum and building up guys. They still have to be able to put this, but eventually, if you just amass enough talent, you're going to be pretty damn good. Do we have the Miami's class ranking? I didn't mean class ranking, but that's it. You just got to click off the ad. All right, we got to blow that up. Oof, man, 247's got to do like one of the dark background things. Zoom in a little bit on it. Oh, that's last year's class too, which was pretty fucking good. Click on the 2026 on the little drop down, and then go to 2027. All right, I figured they got to be up there. So they're number 2 ranked class in the nation right now. So you got the kid from Cali, Dante Wright, right there. Dante Wright. You've got Amir Sear. They got him as a wide receiver, but he is going to play cornerback. So you got your top cornerbacks. You got a quarterback who's pretty damn good. You got No Haircut Nick at wide receiver. You got Jaden Bryant coming off the edge. Scroll down. Like, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5-stars, which is crazy. Aaron Randall's pretty damn good linebacker. You got you still got the Cali connection going. Like, it's a lot of sheer overall talent that's coming in there. Guys that like A1, No Haircut Nick, and A1, No Haircut Nick, and I'm sure that Edge are gonna all probably play early for the University of Miami. Another thing, that Miles, go click football recruiting, and there's something that I like that 247 does. Scoot over one more. No, to the right. Yeah, right there. And then go to scholarship distribution. Yep. So scroll. We can go all the way down because I keep going to corner. All right. So like right now they have it. They have it to where it's so they got really good freshmen coming in, and somebody got to go. So they have no seniors in the DB room. They got a deep ass safety room, but they're bringing in a ton. They're bringing in a ton of talent. That cornerback room is going to be loaded. Tons of talent, but those guys just got to continue to fight to be able to get in. A1 is going to be one of those guys. But I say all of that to say A1 is a really, really fucking good wide receiver too. So like he does both. So those are really, really good things that are going on down in Miami. There was a question that was asked by my guy Jib is how does reclassification work? And that's one of the biggest things that I'm researching because I'm going to reclass my son. And a lot of these reclasses aren't really reclasses. Let me see. Let me. I'm curious if A1 is actually a true reclass. Mercer's age. They don't have his actual birthday. Yeah, they don't have his birthday. But a lot of times what happens is a kid will get held back either in 5th grade or they'll get held back in 8th grade. And they'll do 2. And I first called this the Duval Red Shirt. I saw this with a kid in real time, Willie Lee, that ended up being a 3-star prospect out of Buford, Georgia, that signed to Arizona State out of high school. He took a step back and his family moved purposely from Florida to Georgia. And he basically, and then there's a kid at Bowles right now that's going to Bowles in the 9th grade that did a skip year. Now, a lot of people look at this as a really, really bad thing. And I understand kind of what you're saying, the stigma, blah, blah, blah. But these kids really don't care. And I'm going to tell you how it's a strategic thing. And also COVID, Ron DeSantis gave everybody an out during COVID. You could have held your kid back one more year. And the new rule doesn't matter as long as it's so technically I could do it with my baby boy. And here's why. Here's the pro. I'm gonna tell you why. So the new rule says you got to be 19 years old for your next fall semester or the next fall semester after you turn 19. So if you turn 19 during football season, you get to go. You don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about it. There's guys like Leon Washington, Calvin Ridley, a lot of guys who were 20 years old in college their freshman year. And I was 17 and turned 18 during camp. So that's a full advantage. The difference between my body, the difference between my body at 18 over 17 was night and day. But the way college football is now, and I'm just going to talk to you guys. So have a clear slate right here. And I'm going to tell you about the athletic purpose and the academic purpose. So imagine right now a world where you have to go, if you're going Power 4, you have to graduate early, right? So you're really only sacrificing 6 months. You're only sacrificing 6 months because you're going to enroll in January. And on top of that, if you're graduating early, you're probably already dual enrolled. So you're already taking college classes, more than likely. So even if not, you're giving up 6 months. You'll see all your people to be able to guarantee that you don't pay, that you're going to the right college. On top of that, in the NIL era, imagine not doing that shit. Imagine being so proud and wanting to do the things the right way that you give up 6 figures. Would you take 6 figures for 6 months? Yeah. Anybody in the chat right now, would you take 6 figures for 6 months? Right now, if your job told you, just don't even look at it from a high school perspective. Look at it from your business perspective. If your job said, we're going to hold you back 6 months and we're going to pay you 6 figures. Fuck that. They said we're going to hold you back. Actually, yeah, because even your college education is 6 figures. It's 60. It was $50,000. My scholarship value was $50,000 at Florida State University from 2002 to 2005 annually. If I told you I'm gonna hold you back 6 months to guarantee that you don't have to pay $50,000, I thought reclass. Put that up there. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You're wrong. It's strategic, and that's reclassing down. So imagine if you reclass before you get there, right? Do you know what you can always do? Reclass back into your proper grade, which is what a lot of these guys are doing. But what happens is once you start high school, you cannot reclass back. You can only reclass up. So, like, I'm sorry. Maybe a lot of you guys have like a lot of money and can afford $100K damn near a year to go to college. I know I can't. So, and it may work. And on top of that, if 6 months gets my kid a better chance to be able to make it to the league, why not? Now, that's just from a pure athletic thought process. Fuck that. In the state of Florida, as long as you're in high school, college is free. You can dual enroll. So why not push him back? Like I just got my son's schedule. He takes Algebra 1, so that's one high school class out the way, and another one. So you can develop more mentally, you can develop more physically, you can develop more socially, and you can take more classes. So that by the time they're a sophomore, I can put them in college classes. I can get an AA by the time I graduate from high school. Do you know what an AA in the state of Florida guarantees you? It guarantees you acceptance into any public school in the state of Florida, as long as you have an AA. That means a lot of you guys are out here trying to compete to get your kid into the University of Florida with the 4.0 students and the kids who have the damn near perfect score in the SAT, when you could do this, knock out 2 years of not having to pay tuition, and they're up under your roof so you can monitor the thing, so you're not paying for housing, and now they get to go to college, to the college that they want to go to. My people perish due to a lack of knowledge. It's also pride comes before the fall. If you're more strategic, you'll know how to play the game. And that's the difference. The difference is I encourage, I got sent a great tweet. I've seen this video before, but it's Malcolm Gladwell talking to a group of college students about his book called Outliers. About his, and it talks about why, it talks about why it's like about having the birthday. So the top talent in youth sports, and I have it too. I have a kid, Jumpman. Jumpman is born January 1st. Was born January 1st, 11:56 p.m. Jumpman was able to play 12U because his birthday was after the cutoff, on the day of the cutoff. So he's really 13 years old playing with 12-year-olds. But by the letter of the law, he is right. And he is one of the best 12U football players, which isn't like, but my son whose birthday's in June, like he doesn't turn 13 until June. So Jumpman has 6 months on my son. I ain't hating. That's the way the game go. Play it how I go. Also, my son is in a grade where most of the kids that he's playing against are all held back, or we're playing park ball. The park ball cutoff age is July 1st. So there's teams with 14-year-olds playing 13U because July 1st is the cutoff, right?
Right.
My son only plays 13U because his birthday is in June. Had he been born a couple weeks, had his mother just stuck to the goddamn deal and held him in there, but she was in a rush to get him out. I ain't mad at her. I ain't got to carry the baby, so I get it. But if she'd have held him, Trey would be able to play 12U right now.
Crazy.
And you know what? He would be one of the bigger, faster, stronger 12U football players. again, life is about a year. If I would have left my junior year in college, I would have probably been drafted. If I would have redshirted my senior year in college, I would have probably been drafted. There were 6 fullbacks drafted in the 2005 NFL draft. There were 2 fullbacks drafted in the 2006 NFL draft, the one that I came in. There were 6 fullbacks drafted in the 2007 NFL draft, the year after mine. The difference between me getting drafted is me having guaranteed money and probably being on a roster because I was picked. So again, life is about being prepared, but just as being prepared for the luck of the draw.
For the people who still might be on the fence or think maybe you're selling something, what's the logical conclusion if, say, they do this and they fail? Like, what's the worst?
You get to your then you'll stick around and you have the opportunity to be at minimum a sophomore in college when you leave.
So that's your biggest negative effect.
Like if you do it right, you'll be a junior when you graduate because you'll have your AA.
So most people don't know that process.
They don't know that part. They're not thinking about that. It's because that's not marketed.
Right, exactly.
It's just like it's just like right now they're taking the approach that every college athlete's a millionaire. That's not true. Most of them get a basic NIL deal, which is maybe it's still good money. Don't get me wrong. But even then, like right now, I think Florida State, the scholarship gets you $3,000 a month to be able to live before your NIL deal. So $36,000 job for 4 years.
Right. There's a lot of upside.
Tons of upside. Like people thinking about it the wrong way. Is your like because again, it all balances out at the end of the day. But like what A1 is doing though is reclassing up. So I don't know how old he is, but either way, he's been playing with kids his own age. So like for 3 years, it's just, you know, he's moving up and he's so good. Like right now it's around 17, 18 is when things start really kind of like coming into fruition for you. And because recruiting is so early, it kind of changed. If they would just go back to the way recruiting was, where you really don't get your offers until like going into your senior year, a lot of stuff would change.
Yeah, it's a culture shock for some. I know some parents are worried like, oh, my kid is not going to be with the kids they grew up with, their friends. But I notice here in the South, the kids are kind of prepared for that.
They're prepared
from an early age.
Not just that,
culture.
They play with the social media connects you so much more.
Facts.
I didn't know who the fuck Lorenzo. I hated Lorenzo Booker when I first found out who he was because I found out about Low Book from ESPN. He interrupted NFL Films to sign. Like I was like, who the fuck does he think he is to interrupt TV to sign nationally? But then he came and you got to, so they do skip a step because you like going through the process, you get to know people. It's more genuine. But like Trey has more friends like that he talks to like from Tampa Flex and they compete with these guys and they're like so they're because of IG and TikTok and all these other different things like they're different. They're more resilient. They're more worried about other shit. But like to be honest with you, you worried about that. Worry about them being able to afford college.
Right.
Or you having to afford college. Worry about them being able to have a house. Because if you don't have a college degree or you're not able to do some of these different things, like, bro, like like I said, I think a lot of y'all probably let the kids have social media and some of us adults need to take a step out of social media for a little bit and really get out here and start living, right? Because it's getting crazy. And I thought it was easy for my mom's generation. Man, it's going to look like a cakewalk for us by the time Trey and them come up. I mean, it's going to be in a minute, a $300,000 house gets you in the projects. Land is going to be more valuable than ever because in order to get a loan, it's like almost like 6 to 8%. Like it doesn't even make sense to go buy a house right now.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
That's why the market is sitting where it's at right now. Why would you get out of the mortgage that you're in now and get a higher mortgage and end up paying double than what the fuck you pay right now? So sit on it. And then now, so people with those really nice homes that thought they had some, got to drop it down. Got to keep dropping, or they got to take out the equity. So, like, it's not a, like I said, fuck all of that. Simplest form, right? Simplest form. If I told you, hold your kid back 6 months, if they're good. Now, if your kid ain't good, don't worry about it. You got to know this shit.
That's the big part.
But if your kid got a potential, hold them back 6 months, right? And at worst, they're gonna get an AA if you follow the big game plan. At best, they're gonna get a 6-figure NIL deal.
Which answers this question right here. This is another step towards this. You can still go in this direction according to this process, right?
Yeah, like, to be honest with you, I know a ton of them. They all were athletes. Everybody thinks we focus on one thing. Like, this is who they hire athletes,
right?
Like Myron Rolle, David Castillo. Damn, I forgot the guy who's the top skincare doctor. One of the top skin cancer doctors. In the Southeast, he's played linebacker at Florida State.
Physical therapist also.
Physical therapist. I know a guy, an accountant who taught me about the infinite banking system, and who also taught me, who had me read the book by Dr. Claude Anderson called Powernomics. Was a walk-on at Florida State when I was there. Who taught me about group economics, entrepreneurs. Too many to name, myself included. A lot of those jobs are risky jobs, right? Like the ones that are good,
right?
Like, in order to be a lawyer, you have to be able to go to trial, right?
Right.
And if you go to trial, that's performing in front of a crowd and getting that crowd to come onto your side. And a lot of people have performance anxiety. Who probably doesn't have performance anxiety as much as the next man are people who had to perform in front of large crowds.
Right.
And doctors, high risk, like high risk maneuvers, things of that nature. It's like being able to push the envelope and do these different things. We also need more plumbers, electricians, and other shit too. So like those are the jobs, guys who work with their hands. You know who always has money? Motherfuckers who work with their hands.
Yeah.
Like, they always got some cash on them. But anyway, so I stayed too long on that. A1, dope. I wish you would come. I knew Florida State was never in the picture, but read that. So I'm glad. Good question on that, Jib. Talk about the reclass. That's always going to be a controversial because people don't want to open their mind up to a lot of different things. So to push
especially if you can't afford it, this is a way to make it affordable.
Yeah, just make it affordable. The system is rigged. I want to put this out there. The system is rigged. But you can manipulate this. You're going to be manipulated by someone. I found this out early in football. I love Bobby Bowden to death. Bobby Bowden manipulated me. But I manipulated Bobby Bowden.
Yeah, working 9 to 5.
You're getting manipulated by your boss, Miles.
That's just one way. I'm not manipulating.
Bobby Bowden only knew who I was because I was good. If I was not good, Bobby Bowden would not have known my name. I am not oblivious to that fact. That being said, I went to play for Bobby Bowden because I wouldn't have known who Bobby Bowden was if he wasn't good. And we won games. I was able to leverage those wins into wins in life. And at the end of the day, if your sports, you're going to hang up your cleats. Everything has an end date, but if you don't have an out, it's going to waste your time. I'm going to be honest with you too. You want to know the other cheat code that a lot of people don't want to realize is getting a little dangerous, but if you're smart, they're not going to get you killed. Military.
Yeah.
Military, deploy, go crazy, get the bag. You're going to get that full disability eventually. And again, But again, I don't want. Yeah, I'm all about making sure everybody's good. Like,
Before you get another man trying to manipulate the game right here.
yep, definitely. If he come back, I'm coming back. Fuck it.
What hats does he have?
Former Florida State quarterback. Why can't we call him Boston College?
Nah, that's all right.
Why can't we say UCF Fighting Knight? The former Florida State quarterback Thomas Castellanos plans to explore a return to college for a fifth season of eligibility. The 2022 recruit went undrafted in the NFL draft. So if he was a 2022 guy, he's not that. Damn, I thought he was longer than that. So 22 season, 23, 24, 25. I thought he redshirted. One, I don't want him at quarterback. I can tell you that. And the new rule says these athletes are eligible, but if they didn't enter the portal in January, they got to go back to where they came from. So they can't. It's not like he can go anywhere else. He can only go to Florida State if they want him.
Oh, really? Oh, dang. Wow.
They in camp now.
Yeah.
They don't want your ass.
What? Oh, man. What a blunder. Who made this mistake? Was it
it's guys pressing and suing, but the NCAA creating rules that counteract this stuff so it looks like a one big clusterfuck. I'm not mad at it. Go get we were just talking about academics. If it only costs us a scholarship, right? If this man could go get his AA and win in life, I'm not overly mad about it. But if like he's trying to play, I got another year of eligibility too. I didn't redshirt, so like, come get me, Mike. You need a fullback. My thigh's a little hurt right now, but like, I think I can give you a couple plays. Let me come and I'll go take a couple I'll go take a class with Dr. Billy Close. I think he's still up there. Is Dr. Maxine Jones still up at Florida State? I have to go take a history class. Love Dr. Jones. But I mean, that's a hard ass picture though, dog. Like, if you told me he wasn't good at Florida State, I'd tell you you are a lie. That's a hard ass picture. But then and I tell you he's 6'1" in that picture. That boy the same height as Trey. But yeah, we gotta keep it moving. Keep it moving on that, man. What is CJ talking about in this clip? Oh, so yesterday was 27 days to FSU football. In a lot of places, they'll do the countdown to football season once you get to 99 days, and they'll put like the players and some numbers there. But we can roll this wonderful beam footage here. T-Buck is that guy. He is the best cornerback in Florida State history. He's the best cornerback, best return man, all of that stuff. If you look at T-Buck's number, everybody wants to say Deion, but T-Buck breaks all Deion's records.
Damn.
Including in returns.
Imagine if they had pads that fit back then.
Man, it's crazy how big this stuff was, man. Like,
how
it just
you running that. Look at that thing. It jostles with every step.
And these guys was like they weren't just running, they were flying. Look at 35. It just like that took everything out of 35. Like he had the angle. It's just like, imagine, forget the pads, right? Well, now just look at this. Just like, like he's like that. Imagine if they were able to wear their knee pads like up. Like look at how much faster he moves in this clip with his knee pads above his knees.
Right.
Like imagine if they were just slight modifications. Like, you know, my shoulder pads I have in the garage. They're so huge. Like it doesn't like this unnecessarily big. It didn't help.
Go run with the parachute.
It's like the plastic, like that's not saving you. But nah, T-Buck definitely the GOAT. Pascagoula, Mississippi. That man is running for his freedom right there. Every play T-Buck, because Mississippi just got, people don't know is that Mississippi just got free 2 years ago. They didn't know. I mean, those kids, this is why we can't get a Mississippi recruit. They don't know they's free. So like when people over here getting mad at people who celebrating Juneteenth, they don't realize that it's people in Mississippi and Alabama that don't know that the Civil War ended. Like that's why they're still rocking the gear. Like the South shall rise. We're there. What do you mean the South shall rise? We never failed. We always puts the colors in. The colors are always in that place. But nah, dog, that shit is hilarious, dog. Like, you know. But nah, T-Buck was that guy, man. T-Buck is that Negro. More okay. So I didn't know. Oh, hold on, real quick. I thought, yeah, we just anyways, but actually, just a question: do y'all think if we bring how many wins or losses does Thomas Castellanos add to Florida State?
2 extra losses.
Oh man, we had Bobby Bowden's recruiting pitch was, I don't want anybody from Affluence. He only recruited rednecks and coloreds and people from the projects, And what rednecks, what people in trailer parks don't realize is, dog, you're just the white people's projects. That's all it is, man. Like it is more of y'all, but going off of the Thomas Castellano thing, rolling back into it. The class of 2022.
Castellanos. You're just gonna always take those double L's as American L's. That's how many L's he adds to us. Like, listen, bro. Like, if you make plays, right, you get your name right. If you don't make plays, fuck you. All right, like, I mean, have you ever heard a winner like that? We know how to say Michelangelo or Machiavelli. That is true.
We know how to pronounce all of these different things because they provided something for us of substance. Napoleon Bonaparte. Like, we know how to say a lot of things properly. Winners. When you lose, I don't give a fuck. You should have heard me on the space. Like, they put somebody up there. They gave me some of these names. I'm like, man, you know, I think one of them was like, what I call that kid? What's the STD with a C?
STD with a C. Those consonants can't make a word.
I don't remember, but like it was something that was like, damn, dog, why? I said, bitch, that motherfucker make a play. I learned his name. I got to learn his name.
Trying to think of the name we remember. Hushmanzada.
TJ Hushmanzada. Again, bless you. But that motherfucker was bad. Timbi Akabatuka.
Jesus.
See what I'm saying? Like, and that was in an era where you could really say what you wanted to say in the early 90s. Timbi Akabatuka was good. Who was the Nigerian Nightmare? I can't think of his name. The Nigerian Nightmare. Play running back for the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, we'll say your name right if you good. Like, Roberto Aguayo. He's a kicker, but he made kicks. Rayshawn Salam. But we kind of know how to say that though, because salam alaikum, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Christian Okoye.
Oh, there you go. The Nigerian nightmare. I don't know. Can we say that?
Yeah, he was man, that motherfucker was a nightmare during that time. It's like 6'2", 240, running a 4.4. The motherfucker was created in a lab. And he was Nigerian. Like real Nigerian. Like not this Nigerian. Like not the Nigerian American, like from Nigeria, like parents were ready to kill him because he decided to play sports and didn't want to be a doctor. Like that's the craziest thing. Like come on, dog. At a certain point, you got to look at your son and be like, you got your whole life to be a doctor. But my son's 6'4", 250, shredded, diesel. Man, I'm not finna be like you. You bring shame upon the family. Akeem Olajuwon, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sebastian Janikowski.
The motherfucker could kick. He could kick. We ain't call him Jan Sport. We called him Janikowski. Bobby had different rules for foreigners, even though he grew up in Daytona.
We really do know these complicated names.
Mutombo, Mutombo is easy. Dikembe.
Yeah.
Dikembe Mutombo. Like we knew him.
I didn't realize that. Damn.
I'm just saying, like these names are not hard. Now I ain't know how to say Ham Sandwich's name. I think it's Nazaruddin. I called him airport name.
Yeah,
I call him. What is it? What did I call him? I ain't call him Osama. We called him. Damn, what was my dude's name? Anyways, man, fuck all that. We could do a whole show on names. Like, fuck that. The NCAA, what we're talking about with Thomas Castellanos, the class of 2022 guys, the NCAA passed a rule that said that they get their the extra year of eligibility. It's an injunction, so that means basically they're not going to go to court until after this season, so it really doesn't matter. It just means that guys who were in class of 2022 they get their 5th year added this year. But the only problem is they do not have they can't leave, and schools already have their roster set, and you have to just be, I don't know, man. Like they have to really, really want you to be able to come back. I don't believe it creates an advantage because I don't think a lot of these people want these players back. Maybe Texas Tech. I don't know what happened to their quarterback from last year. Maybe they take their quarterback back. That makes them immediately better. But yeah. I just think at a certain point, I'm all for players' rights, but I'm also all about going in the direction of what's best for the overall team. So going into the next thing, NCAA taking a page out of NBA's playbook and soccer, and they're going to start adding patches to uniforms as another form of marketing. So college football sports has the teams that are already doing this. We just talked about Notre Dame's patch last week. Illinois has theirs, Michigan State, UCF, Chase Bank with Ohio State, XRP, the coin. What? Oh, whoa, that's interesting. Hold on, let me make sure it's can't ask. Like that would be interesting. I'm shocked Bitcoin ain't doing nothing.
How do you feel about it?
About crypto?
About the patches in general.
Brother, it's just yeah, damn, it is Ripple. They wow, that's crazy. I think Army and USA that man, that's not fair. That's just anyways. Um, I think it's smart. I think everything is advertising and marketing. As long as the players are getting their piece of it,
That's
I'm cool with it. I just think the major thing is are the players allowing to get their piece of the pie? If they're allowed to get their piece of the pie, then I'm completely okay with them doing whatever it is necessary um, to go with that. Capitalism is capitalism. They're doing it in basketball. Has not belittled basketball. They put a big ass. There's a big ass patch on football fields anyway. So like, and on top of that, I'll say this: when you're buying the uniform, you'll notice it. When you're playing the game, you won't. Like, not very many of us have ever really just looked at what's on a college football uniform as of right now. So yeah. Um but I'm just like looking at it, and it's kind of funny to see who's jumped on this. Big 12. So Kansas, I guess so some of the so Kansas will have to have two patches because Big 12 has a patch for Monster Energy drink. But no, I mean, whatever. So going on to the next, that's still crazy though. Um, actually, before we get into that, who can Florida State get Spanx? Who would Miami couldn't use the Lion Ass Cubans company because that shit's folded. It can't use Life Wallet. Who would your if you're listening to this and you want to go in there, who would you want your favorite university to be able to get as a sponsor of a patch? Like, as we shift to the next thing, I want to take a chance right now to jam the like button if you don't mind. Subscribe if you're on the YouTube, if you're on the Twitter, which most of you guys are, and I appreciate you exploring and watching with us. I implore you to come look in the comments or just come find Den Media Group, join the conversation in the chat. We answer and we respond to the chat, and just make sure we grow in the channel as football season goes. We'll have more content, we'll have more heated discussions, and we'll probably start having some people coming on with interviews, especially with the Jags starting to do joint practices and things of that nature. But as we get into this next hour, who we got the power we got the Texas, you got Texas up, but we got power four as long as win streaks. Because we can lie about Arch here in a second, because that's what most people have done. Power A would be a great step up. What somebody put in the chat. Okay. Wow, that's crazy. Miami has the longest home win streak. Good for them. So was that the last loss they had was that ass whooping? That Mike gave them? I doubt it. Should have been Virginia Tech though. But Miami. Oh, the longest ever home win streak. CFB tracker, you've got to do a better job of describing that. The only reason I knew, I was like, when I see 42, I know for a fact we've gotten our ass whooped at home quite a few times. Miami, but Miami has the longest ever home win streak. Michigan going 51. Nebraska with 47 is wild. Vanderbilt only being able to have a 9-win home. That means they've never gone a season without with winning every home game. Boston College was 16, Miles.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty solid. Indiana is probably currently in its longest home win streak, so they're active with 15. Texas Tech only having 12 is crazy.
What's the most shocking one?
None of them really. I mean, it's very hard to win like a streak. Like Miami, 58 wins. Like if you average 7 home games, right? So 7 times 7 is 49. So that's almost 9. That's almost that's like what's that 9? So 7 times 7, 8. So that's 8 years and a little bit of some change without a home loss. That is crazy.
So I guess UCF having as many as they do.
Oh, I didn't even see. Where is UCF? Florida having as little as they have, but and you got to remember this. Florida is more hype than substance. Mississippi State having 23 is wild. I would have thought they would have had less. UCF at 21. That's during that time when they had the consecutive bowl games and they had their quote unquote undefeated season.
That's right. That was.
Yeah, so that's got to be that because they haven't been playing football for very long. But they did have Dante Culpepper years, but they were good, but they weren't good like that.
I did not know he went to UCF. That's one of my favorite quarterbacks. I did not know.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's cool. That's like again, some stuff that you just never really thought about. List Twitter. Especially when you got to identify strength of schedule. So I guess Alabama would be pretty tough. I'm trying to think of the toughest stadium. Go pull it back up again, Miles. You want never? Don't worry about it. Let's go. Now we'll go to the top quarterbacks in college football. And let's just because this is hard. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're just going based upon last year. Damn, they disrespected Arch. All right. Damn, Noah FIFA is still in college? The Arizona quarterback? All right. I'm going to go. I'm okay with number 1 with Julian saying. I'm going to go Trinidad James should be number 2. Dante Moore being 3 is fine. Arch is cool. I personally think Mensa is a top 5 quarterback right now. Seeing as he did it at Tulane, he did it at Duke, and now he's coming to mind. Like he's done it at 2 different places. He's done it. He made a college. He should have been in the college football. They know they lost or something like that, but he was damn near making a college football playoff at Tulane. He won, damn near made a college football play. Should have because he won this conference at Duke, and now he's going to Miami. He should be able to get that. Kevin Jennings probably needs to bump up. The fact that Byron Brown is 15, and I've heard people crying about not losing Ashton Daniels over. That's insane for that to be like that. Malik Washington being top 30 when we didn't even he wasn't even supposed to be the fucking starter. Like Gambling Boy, like DraftKings was supposed to be the starter. Like this is bullshit. I'm gonna go with OSU's quarterback because of who OSU just brought in as a coach. I think Sam Levitt in the system with Lane is going to do some numbers. So you got to give him props. So yeah. But nah, I mean, list Twitter kills it. But I know that the if you want to get if you're going to do list Twitter, do it right. Either do it as extremely accurate as possible, or just be ridiculous. Oh, John Mateer should be in there too. I think he's good. I think Oklahoma's going to be really good next year. But like, you got to put Archer like outside the top 10, just to make people mad.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know, just I just don't have the energy. I gotta ask Jaden if he could let's just start using Chat GPT or Claude
to make
random lists and put it on Den Media Group.
Oh my gosh!
Let's get involved. Like, might as well just get in there. Like, just find random list. Like, I've seen people put like the top food spots in Tallahassee, and I'm like, bitch, you ain't never been in the fucking city.
See, you can do that. You got expertise. I have no idea what I could have named you one food spot.
I really don't. Like, a lot of the places that I used to like to go to are closed. It's a college town, but like, you know, you gotta get outside of the box.
Right.
Like, and you know how I know it's a rich college town? They got like Indian restaurants on campus.
Really?
They got Chipotle. I wouldn't eat no goddamn Indian. And if it's cheap Indian, I know their stomachs is like, I know. Here's what I know: if you're eating cheap Indian on college campus, right? I know your assholes are on fire, and the women's vaginas taste like batteries, like licking the back of batteries, because there's no way you can get quality Indian food for cheap. Same thing with like, it's some of the stuff like that they're putting on those campuses. I'm like, either you're going broke, or like if I get a $5 butter chicken. Nah, I'm sorry, dog. Damn. That's wild. But yeah, so like we but Bird is crazy. And I'm saying that as a guy. Women, y'all can feel free to insert your own variation of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I just wouldn't know what some of those I wouldn't know what the reverse is like. You know what I'm saying? So like, I can't give you that as accurate. A person who I don't trust because I don't know what he is. He looks like a little person, but I know he's not a little person. But I don't know why his body is built like a midget. But Matt Rule is just a coach that I just never trusted.
Look at that face.
Like, just like right there, he looks like he wants to take the ring.
Is that what you call a shit-eating grin?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to. That's like one of them white people words I never quite.
Now you get it. Like, yeah, like that happens to me often. Like, I'd be like, that doesn't make any sense. And then boom, you see, oh, that's what it means. Hey, Bert, never mind. We'll talk. Bert, you're right. I have to agree. But Nebraska's Matt Rule on the state of college football. I think there's a narrative out there that college football is broken. College football is as great as it's ever been. Oh. Whoa.
Refreshing.
Shit.
Did he just get paid or something?
Probably, but like, I don't really want to know. I don't want to agree. I don't want to live in a world where I agree with Matt Rule. Do we have
like an aged elf?
Yeah, like look at his hair. Like, bro, you're like, this is why people blow that picture up. This is why the bonnet in the bonnet argument is bullshit. Look, this man is a multimillionaire and is not extraordinary at his job. I'm not saying he's bad. He's just not extraordinary at his job. And look at his hair. Look at his beard. Does he look like $1 million? But he is. Stop trying to put this respectability politics on everything.
A bonnet might have saved him.
Yeah, like a do-rag right now on Matt Rule probably takes the attention off of his face. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is good. But is there a video? I guess if we click on the on 3, or is that just? I mean, I know it is not. Just damn. I'm mad. I agree with him. Like, what happens is when change happens. All right, let's go. Let's just talk about the state of college football since I've been in the media. Actually, no. Let's talk about the state of college football since I've been in college football. A coach gets paid $2.5 million. The game is ruined. They're paying coaches too much. It's unsustainable. You know when that happened? 2002. Bobby Bowden was the highest paid football coach. Conference realignment. The ACC expands. They're ruining college football. It can't happen. That shouldn't do that. BCS comes into play. We need to go back to college football. They're only bringing 2 teams. That doesn't make sense. College football is ruined. It's broken. Not transfer portal. Yeah, the transfer portal comes up around 2018. College football is broken. It's ruined. You can't do this. You can't lose your team every year. NIL comes into play. You can't pay players this kind of money. College football is broken. It'll never happen. Only the rich will get richer, and then Indiana wins a national championship. College football is ruined. There's 4 teams that compete for a college football playoff. College football is ruined. There's 8 teams that compete for a college football playoff. College football is ruined. There's 12 teams that compete for a college football. All the while, record-breaking TV deals are being signed. Brand negotiation deals are being signed, and college football has not been talked about more than it ever has been, than it is today. College football is so, like, I remember I've said this a lot. Chad Scott told me there are 3 things that you can get to sell internet. Porn, because, no matter what, even if you can get porn for free, you can't get niche porn for free. A lot of you freaks want to see feet and things of that nature. That's considered porn, and you pay money for that, and that's it. So you have porn, number 1. Number 2, gambling, which fuels sports. But gambling and gambling advice will always get paid. And number 3, recruiting. Recruiting will always get paid. And if you look at youth sports, just this past summer, I guarantee you there's been $1 billion industry. And people said it's not sustainable. When we were going through the recession in, was it 08? 07, 08, when we were doing the recession? When it started, people were traveling more than they had ever traveled. Gas prices were $4 at that time too. And that shit jumped up from being like $1.30 to like $4. That shit was crazy. It's crazier than it is now. Every time somebody eventually they're going to be right. But I stand with Matt on this. They ain't right today. You can't tell me that you picked Indiana going against Miami, the number 10 team, for the college football national championship. You can't tell me that you didn't watch that. They're also saying that NFL is going down, and y'all had your lying ass, we had our lying ass president talk about their numbers are down, dwindling this. They're signing record break. They've never been popular. It's like Rick Ross, richer than I ever been. Is every time y'all say something, it's like you're trying to make it richer. And y'all don't understand how streaming works. You don't understand how stuff works. I'm learning how this stuff works because I'm with it. Like, you got kids making 6 figures in high school. And the one thing NIL did, and the one thing the transfer portal did, was give more power to everybody else. And speaking of, and just make the game more fun and fluid. As I try to tell people about the college football playoff, it makes watching, if you understand the NFL, you'll understand college more now that NIL and the playoff are involved, because you don't have to win every game and your rosters can reset every year by a little bit. But that's a great stringway to going into a guy who's kind of on that bubble. And DeAndre Hopkins is going to be on Georgia Tech staff. That's insane. We just saw D-Hop, shout out to his mama, at Patriots practice not too long ago. And he's going to be a receivers coach over there. So you got a guy who understands what it looks like and who he's played. It's just a good energy. We'll see if it translates very, very fast. But he's an assistant receivers coach, so he can still learn because sometimes D-Hop's got huge hands, pause, and a skill set that most people probably aren't born with. So like he's going to try to explain some shit that the kids probably just can't do because he can do some. Yeah, like, but Barry Bonds actually has turned into a really good hitting coach from what people say. Yeah. So like, yeah, but kudos to Georgia Tech, rich getting richer. So fuck them. But anyways, right now, if you don't mind, guys, again, if you're on the internet, if you're on the Twitter, hit the YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button. Check that out right there. Going into NFL content, we got Jaguars. We got to go in here and talk about our Jaguars. Liam Cohen made them cats, made them old mustache Pete's famous, dog. That shit's everywhere. That 10-10 interview, the one where Liam was talking about the motivation he needs to give the players. Really? Yeah, but yeah, like I hate that, man. He made them saucy. That's cool. Good for them. Like they ain't never had that kind of attention, like in recent history. When they were on TV, they had it locally, but like now that they popping. Definitely, but Liam is the only one who put a little sauce on it. Let's listen. Like, damn, I thought that was the white girl that got that was giving yeah, man. I'm sorry. Is that a case? Is that a case of all look alike?
I can't say what you did. You did something wrong.
What did I do?
I think they
have. Is that sexist?
I think they have a similar nose. And it probably stems back to their race.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All white women look alike, like in the media. Like I know for a fact that's not my dog Mia O'Brien.
I got to see what her last name is. If
it's not my fault, it's their fault. They got a whole thing on here, and they didn't even highlight the interviewer.
Yeah, they don't have her name at all. I can't see it.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
But let's listen to what Diana's twin has to say with Travis. I'm sure it's good. Like Diana's good at her job. She just was good at other things too. So I don't even know why she got fired.
Just another Italian woman.
Now she probably is Italian. Oh, we gotta get the sound. Again, I'm still gonna stand. I'm gonna die on that hill. I have no idea why that woman was fired. She was just like, she just tried to be too much like the fellas.
I know.
And I think that's the only reason that she got fired. Like she would, make fun of her family, her husband. Now, I mean, she shouldn't. I'm not condoning her cheating on her husband. I'm just saying that, like, come on, dog. Like, there's been work. Like, if there's like, same thing with Joy. Did Joy sleep with her boss to be able to get to the top? Yes. Is Joy good at her job? Yes. She had to sustain, but let's see if we got the sound going now. Damn. One, while we're doing this, let's take a step back and appreciate the rip of Travis, because Travis definitely looks bigger.
Right.
And like he's been working out. And do you notice, can anybody notice what Travis is wearing on national TV? In front of the people. In front of these people. He's wearing a do-rag. It just sometimes there's nothing wrong with it. He looks comfortable and he's at work. But I like that might be a look that kids need to do. The one sleeve rolled up and the other one down. Like, it makes them look more shredded, more put together. See, like, this is all we were asking for last year. Like, Just put the weight on, and clearly he's still moving. He's running 22 miles per hour. So like, damn dog. All right, my bad. We're trying to get the sound for the video going on, but we'll get back to the Travis audio here shortly. Um, um, but go scroll up so I can see the top. The sleeper Jaguars, top 10 Jaguars on Madden 2027. The man with two last names at 89, Foye Aluakan. You know why I know how to say his name? Because the motherfucker gets 100 tackles every year. Trevor Lawrence at 84, Jordan Lewis and Travis Hunter both at 83, Jacoby Myers at 82, Antonio Johnson and Brian Thomas Jr. at 81, Parker Washington at 81, Cam Little, the kicker, Ezra Cleveland and Trayvon Walker all at 80. I think Trayvon might have been disrespected a little bit. Josh Hines Allen might be ranked a little bit too high. Outside of that, everybody else on that list seems to be pretty good, considering that I think they match well for the Jaguars. But if you take these different guys and put them different places, I don't really think that there would be the top guys on that team. Just my opinion, from what I've seen. But I think that they've shown that they can make them good, and that's why we were able to get a lot of these guys for the coupon in which we got them for. But I do believe that this is going to be an incredible season. I know we don't have that, but somebody, one of these lists, or were we what? Or was I watching? I forgot what it was, but I don't think we were. But they did, or no, maybe we did it on Friday's show where the guy went and talked about he chat GPT the season, what a good season was for the Jaguars. I don't remember, like it was like a 13-win season. I'm like, man, sign me the fuck up. Yeah, like 13 win season, losing in the third round to the Baltimore Ravens. Okay. And I'm like, shit, I get to eat. Baltimore's got good food. Like I get I get to kind of listen to all those weird accents. Like choo do woo woo. Like but like, and like Baltimore Sports Complex is really, really cool. Like you got everything like right there. I went to go see the Jaguars play the Ravens. Damn, this is crazy. It's almost a decade ago. When I went to we made a whole weekend of it, Army, Navy, and all that stuff. We got the sound working? Yep. All right. So let's listen to what Travis Hunter has to say about the season going backwards in our things right here. Definitely. Okay, so I'm definitely pro women in the workplace. That was a trash ass question. Like, how you ask them, how many games would you like to play this year? Damn, they couldn't hear. Basically, you didn't need to hear the sound, Adrian. Yeah, I did. It was a dumb question. They asked him how many games does he plan to play this year? Like, what if he said 5? I don't know. I like getting paid to do absolutely nothing. So, like, what is he supposed to answer? Like, where have we gotten in journalism? I'm not saying shock value questions, but where have we come to as a society where journalists want to have this air of confidence and arrogance, but refuse to ask the questions that have any pertinence or any meaning? Travis, how do you feel like this weight gain has? And she might ask more. I don't know what the whole interview is. I'm not going back and watching it. But if this is the clip that the NFL decided to clip out, they did her a huge disservice.
It's like 90% of the questions at those things
are bubblegum.
Yeah.
Like, if we're not, don't do the damn interview then. Like, there's nothing you can get that's true. It's Travis Hunter. There's nothing controversial we're going to get out of fucking Travis Hunter anyway. But at least let's ask him some stuff about takeaways from the game, get something to know about him, build up the character development. But don't ask him, how many games do you plan on playing, Travis? Get the fuck out of here, man. That just doesn't. I'm sorry. I apologize. Maybe I'm being too hard. It doesn't make sense to me.
I'm so used to it. It's coach speak, interview speak, all the same stuff.
Yeah, let's go to the next. We got one. We should have one more Jaguar thing.
Oh shoot! It wasn't the guessing game, was
it? Yeah. Holy shit. This is crazy.
That was our last Jaguars thing. Is this game right here?
Yeah, that's wow. Guess that guess that player. Like all right. So well, we know at college, clearly.
Oh, he ended up on the Patriots. Okay.
Oh, my man. Unique. More than likely. Yeah, more than likely. Yeah, like Maryland, he was on the team when they were good. Remember, he went crazy and they got rid of him. The only reason I know is because it's only been so many. It's 2 Maryland Terrapins we've had. One was a D tackle, and I know he didn't play that long. And then Unique. I didn't like that's
okay.
Unique, you talk about a fall off, man. He should have just I believe they should have paid Unique, but god damn, dog, like he couldn't have got that bad.
I know, that's crazy. That's a name, another name we know how to pronounce. It was definitely good.
And he was around with the dude, Clevion Chaser, who's actually on the Patriots now. Or I think he's on the Patriots. He's on a team that's good. That like he's actually playing well now. Because I will try to really remember how he how to say that name. But yeah, man, if you ask him, would you take $19 million now? I'm sure he would gladly take that shit. But yeah, so that's go into more of the NFL segment.
NFL, right here. I got you.
My bad. Hold on. Houston Texans, Mario. He was going back to the Texans. Man, that's a solid career. Like he was off of that 2013 team, national championship team. So his 2014 draft. Still playing. Man, good stuff for him. Cookie's son. I always want to like Mario Edwards Sr. in and Dominic Robinson are two guys I want to ask, like, who the fuck did y'all have kids with? Because your kids are so much bigger than you are. It doesn't make any sense. But longevity, this is something that the FSU should be using in recruiting. When our guys get there, they stay there. And like but I wonder if this is a move like where he's signing and it's like a one and done. Like they know that he's gonna probably like he wants to retire at Texas because that's where he started. Um, um, but that's I'm curious about that. Trying to find the next thing. Jadavian. Jadavian Clowney makes says he's returning. We'll get that graphic up here shortly. There we go. The number one overall pick, he's going back to the Texans. None of that scares me. I still think he might be me and Merrill Hodge, maybe the only two people who thought he might be the most overrated number one pick of all time. I think he made one play, and I think he was a good player, but like I don't think his production. I think leadership is like people follow the people who make plays. Leadership is they're professionals. The depth probably, but like I don't like that's not a guy that scares me with the him or Mario Edwards, be honest with you, scare me with the Texans. The motherfuckers at the Texans got scared me. That's why they're good. NFL training camp medical report going to the next thing. Boy, when you talk about like the NFL draft a couple years ago with Keon Coleman, like the dude who can barely talk for the Panthers, who I plan on getting some audio from, and Ricky Pearsall is having season-ending knee surgery on his nagging PCL that he got last year. So like this would be in 3 seasons he's played a couple games. He got shot when he got out there. Like nothing ever seems to go right for Ricky. I think this is again, shout out to Florida for being able to help this man learn how to scam it. Can we, if we do an audio for this, like, can we spin that on him? And I know he's not an N word, a house word, but like we can put them scamming ass. He's a sack, a scamming ass, a sap. Because I don't think he's not a C, he's a P. I'm gonna give him a Pilgrim because he ain't never did nothing to me. Scamming ass Pilgrim right there. And I put that spin that because he ain't got shit from him from San Francisco. So and keeping up with the fact that Florida players are injury prone, tongue-in-cheek joking, because I actually CJ Johnson, Chauncey, he's got 2 last names, so this is part of the problem. But he is a good player with 2 last names. He got injured at practice, so that's the next one. It should be the next and because we're like got an injury segment. But the initial report was they thought he had tore his Achilles because he couldn't move. It's just a lower calf strain though, so he should be fine coming back, but that's probably going to bother him for the rest of the season. But like, damn, that's it's one of those things where I got to continue to tell my son, like, yo, I know when shit hurt, like it hurt, but like don't scare us, dog. Like that motherfucker like just stopped, dropped, and rolled damn near. Like he did not move, and it like made you fear like this man like career is over at this point when you pop your Achilles. But he is a good veteran piece for that Bills defense. He's a A1 shit talker. Good stuff. And this is part of the reason why you got to always wait till you get all the information to be able to make your facts. Going to the next thing, Brian Breeze with the Saints. Kellen Moore confirmed to reporters that he is out. He tore his ACL, so he'll be out for this season. Probably not coming back. Put him on the IR. That is a huge, significant loss on the defensive front. And, just getting those kind of injuries, just do that. But going back to CJ Johnson, one of those guys, again, a guy who talks a lot of shit. And what was funny is because they had just made this announcement about him giving like this lady on the staff, like doing this for her, and then he tears his Achilles. Then they talked about him tearing his Achilles, and it made you want to say no good deed goes unpunished. But he's obviously he's fine. So loving that. Going to the underdog. My bad. Jalen Polk retires at 24. He was placed on the injury reserve. That's another Saint lost. These are the picks of the wide receivers in the 2024 NFL draft. I want you to tell me the only one of them is really doing anything of note. You have Ricky Pearsall, can't get right. You got you got my son who's kind of scamming right now. Hopefully this will be the year we get it together. We got the McConkey. Now, Ladd is doing okay. Not great, but like he's doing okay. Jalen Polk is officially saying, fuck that. I'm out of this bitch. Mitchell, Corley, and Burton. Jermaine Burton, I think was doing decent, but like those are the guys. Like that class is just ass at the wide receiver position. Regardless of what he's retiring for or any of those different things, it's just that wide receiver class wasn't good at all. And the NFL career is averages 3 years, and that's why they call it not for long. Going to the next thing, we got nice little. I like what ChatGPT did right here. They're calling this the NFL 4-down quick hits. So where are we at right now? Let's push the thing down so I can see the time on All right, cool. So while you're getting that together, this is the NFL 4-down quick hits. We are going to spend under a minute on these 4 downs. Basically, hurry up, rapid fire offense. If you know what a play, the average NFL play lasts 5 seconds. And actually, we'll let it last 4 seconds, and then you have about 40 seconds on the play clock before you get a chance to do the next one. So we'll try to get in and out. So let's we can go ahead and pull up the first one, and I will get it started, and I will try to see how we can do right here, because we might start being segged out.
Okay, so you're trying to get your description in 40 seconds.
Yeah, so you got to put it up now. So now I'm behind the clock. Yeah, behind the clock. All right. Cam Scatterboo says he learned from his viral backflips off the field after speaking with Giants head coach John Harbaugh. Obviously, I do some dumb things here and there, but I learned from it. My coach talked to me and told me how he felt. I learned from it. Will I do a backflip again? Probably not. You live and you learn, and we move on. If you needed a grown-ass man to tell you, a grown-ass man, to not do a backflip coming off of an injury to your leg, sir, these are the things that will make me believe in CTE. So like I'm with you on that note. I'm still a Cam Scatterboo fan, but anybody who believes that a guy like him is going to make smart decisions when there are videos of him as a child putting on a fucking helmet and running into a light pole, you need help. All right, going on to the next thing. Fun personality, or he's a fun personality or injury risk. Tony Romo update. If you guys did not see, we did not talk about it, but Tony Romo was pulled over for a DUI and had that same fucking face on his face, which just, again, we know it doesn't matter. One of my favorite things to say is I want to fail like a white man. He will probably be getting another job somewhere soon. But Tony Romo is on
10
leave
seconds.
from his role at CBS Sports until further notice because of all of that. All right, so on to the next thing. Was it ranks the top defensive players of all time? Lawrence Taylor, Reggie White, Dick Buckus, Mean Joe Green, Ray Lewis, Bruce Smith, Aaron Donald, Alan Page, Emily Tunnell, Junior Seau. No Ed Reed on that list. No what is the linebacker? Not linebacker, the other safety. We just talked about him in here, San Francisco 49ers. I think that is a criminal. That's a crime. So we're gonna but fucking list ain't that bad. Going to the next thing. And football returns this week. Highlighted again. We have the NFL Hall of Fame game, which I did get asked to go to. It's on Thursday, August 6th. We have the Petite Pretty Princess versus, doesn't matter. Nobody gives a fuck about this game. Two mid teams playing in a game in a preseason game that none of us truly give a fuck about. But you know what that does mean, though? I won't be watching it because I will be either at practice or at a Seminole event where all the different players are coming. Just, obviously making sure we remember that the Seminoles are in Jacksonville Wednesday through Saturday. They will be doing a bunch of different things coming on, so we can go on and get to the next thing. So that was 4 minutes. Damn, that was pretty cool. I like that. So we got BS. That gives us to our BS or bussin' segment. So let's see what we got to eat here. A breakfast meatloaf. It's just a burger with ketchup. Okay, that's interesting. Boiled eggs. Let's see what we got here. I'm not a barbecue sauce and breakfast type guy. Is that another breakfast? Is there like a breakfast sauce equivalent to that? Oh, there was cheese on the middle, but it didn't look like cheese when they did this cross section of the cut. I'm not ordering this.
Yeah, nah.
But if somebody put it on a plate and presented it to me, I would bite it.
Where's the egg?
I don't see enough cheese.
Kind of clean though.
Yeah, they did. They had already boiled it. It was a pre-boiled egg. But like, you see all that cheese?
Yeah.
I don't see the cheese.
Like melting out.
Like it should be oozing, right?
Yeah, that is true.
So that means they didn't put enough cheese in there. And then I'm gonna go look back at it because the bacon doesn't look like it's bacon.
Yeah, I need to see that clean cut again.
Yeah, we have to pause on the cut. All right. Yeah, there's just simply not enough cheese. And there's simply not enough bacon. Like there's just this is BS. This is when we do too much.
And it doesn't look appetizing. It's like it doesn't look good.
Why is the yolk so small?
It's kind of
also because of what they put in there. Like they put a bunch of whole eggs, right? There's no way to guarantee the consistency. Like, what if you cut in the meat is too thick, pause, and you get like you don't get the egg that you need, the egg ratio,
right?
Like it's just this was somebody bored and saying like I want to be overly creative, which I think is a problem sometimes. Like you don't have to be overly creative, but yeah, you can like miss me with that. Don't come reinventing shit. Talking about I got something new. I want to do something special.
Oh no!
What?
I just read the title for the next clip.
Oh yeah,
it's Carl Lewis off the hook, and I
I saw this, man. The whites were mad.
I don't know.
Nothing makes white people more mad than the national anthem. Don't play the Negro national anthem, which a lot. I had to correct some people in Jacksonville that don't realize that James Weldon Johnson is from Jacksonville, the creator of the Negro national anthem. That's one. This is James Weldon Johnson Middle School. It's James Weldon Johnson Park. Like it was adopted as the Negro national anthem. It's a hymn. It's an actual like church hymn. Lift every voice and sing. You saw the old white man slap the dude in the back of the head for not standing up for the national anthem.
Yeah.
Which I just thought was, you saw a lot of people like, that's right. Show some respect. Have you ever, like I saw so we were at the cigar lounge the other day doing World Cup, right? Charles Walker, Me Too. Like I had to sing it at the school that I went to every morning. That's how I learned about it for 4th grade. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died, yet with a steady beat, carry our weary feet, come to the place. Anyway, my bad. Sorry about that. It's a good song. It make you feel. It's one of them songs when you sing with treble in your voice. It make you feel like you might be an escaped slave. But these people were in the cigar lounge. We're in a cigar lounge, smoking cigars, drinking. And the national anthem played, and it's only 2 white people that decided to stand up. And I'm like, y'all don't do that every time the national anthem comes on. No, y'all are only doing that because you feel like now, I'm surrounded by a bunch of people who have gone to war. Like, you just feel like you got to be more patriotic. I remember speaking at my son's godfather's was it that's on 11:30 or it's on 12? Because we might have to wrap this up quick. Oh, even better. Is when he became the president of the city council, they did the national anthem. And I stand at parade rest. And they're like, cover your heart, be patriotic. And I said, bitch, you don't know what fucking parade rest is. Learn what the fuck you can and can't do. You be patriotic. I said, it's just a whole bunch of these stuff. Anyways, people are buying and selling things during the national anthem at the stadium. People are having conversations. It is literally a facade. I had a guy, Mr. Craig, really break it down to me. Mr. Craig was fresh out of the Army Rangers when he came and taught me U.S. history. And then when 9/11 happened, he left school where most of us were happy to get out of school to be able to go to get to safety. I was just like, I couldn't believe what I was watching. Mr. Craig left school to go re-enlist, to go fight again. And Mr. Craig was the one who told me that we have watered down the national anthem because we play it everywhere. Now, when I heard that, I started having fun. Now, also our national anthem is entirely too sexy. The greatest national anthem that was sang is by Marvin Gaye. Jose, yeah, Jose, can you see? Like he's just chest hair was out singing it. Whitney Houston's national anthem was sexy. Like it's not like the Russian national anthem that sound like they about to go fuck some shit up. Like I want to hear that. Now, fast forward, you got Carl Lewis, which I think is the greatest national anthem of all time. Worse, but just bad. Roseanne Barr has a really bad national anthem. But I think whoever this black lady is and these white women, this is what unity in America looks like if we do it the right way. Let's enjoy the sounds of sexual chocolate. Oh, it's not sound. There's no noise. Oh, hold on. Bump that. Just hold on. Rewind it all the way back to the beginning. We are going to get this. We're going to get this audio because this lady was wilding. Can't even hold you. All right. Hold on. Oh, Roy Wood Jr. Shout out to Roy Wood Jr. All right. I know they can hear this. She's going fast as hell. This lady is good. She can't hold it. She can't hold it. She's laughing. They gave her the solo. Ooh, yeah. How do you stand? Thank you for that. I needed that. This might be how we start our show off now, too. Or we end the show like this. I love it. I love it. I love it. I need that clipped. That is the greatest national anthem I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that's insane.
That is wild. So for people to listen, I just need us to understand that we need to end the show like that.
Yeah.
So for people to feel like I'm more patriotic and shit. Like we need to say that because how we're gonna end the show for the rest until forever. But do you know what you have to go through to be able to do that? Like, if you ever see, so one of the most stressful things I've ever seen somebody is to script a professional sports game. So everything has to be on track by the minute, right? Especially if it's on TV. So they got to do a sound. They had to find the person. They had to do a sound check the day before. They had to do a sound check the day of. Somebody this had to be approved, and multiple people heard this. This is amazing. Charles Walker put, now they're gonna have Cyndi Lauper sing the black. You know what? Now that I think about it, have y'all? Some of y'all are too young. But Miles, have you ever heard? You remember "We Are the World"? Yeah, we are. Have you seen Michael Jackson's face when the white people were singing?
Oh, that is right.
He was appalled. He was like, "Why are y'all even have me here with these?" So like, maybe she was channeling her inner "We Are the World" stuff, but that was amazing. Kai, come here, bub. That was amazing, man. Come on over here. Oh, hold on, man. Come on. Look up. You gotta get the white off your cheek. Come here. All right. I want to tell everybody. Tell everybody what's going on Saturday, so they can know.
Saturday's my game.
Okay. Who you play for? You gotta talk out.
I play for Stingrays.
Okay. You know what position you're gonna play?
I'm gonna play running back and linebacker.
Okay. You know what Dad needs you to tell everybody to do before we log off?
Like and subscribe.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you, baby boy. Oh, come here. Go on about your business. All right, but yeah, so yeah. Soda, and you know what? Sure. It's not that early in the morning. So, anyways, on that note, I think that was the last thing. Miles, that was the last thing, right? All right. So on that note, appreciate you everybody for coming in and chopping it up with us. Remember, football is back. The BS never left, and we'll be right here to call all of it. Do what the little boy said, like and subscribe to the channel. And on top of that, appreciate everybody for chopping it up. We'll see you guys on Hump Day.